Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is All Random Daily 007 speaking, your secret agent to loads of fun. I am playing Madden 22 on Pro Setting as the Green Bay Packers against the home team Cincinnati Bengals. Let's do this. And just to let you all know if I sound a little off, something's hit me tonight. I don't know what it is. The last time I was out of the house was Saturday, so that was a couple days ago. I had to go out and get a few things, and now I feel sick again.
From Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. As seen just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Charles Davis, and Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result when he opted for the touchback. He's ready to take over for the first time. Jordan Love, his second season now as a Utah State.
He's coming off of
Dun dun dun. Packers.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the end zone for a touchback. Time to see the Bengals offense go to work. Leading them out to number 1 overall pick in the 2020 draft. Joe Burrow, now his second season out of LSU. The first carry now. This is Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So they were excellent in moving down the road over Pittsburgh.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
2 yards on the carry there. It's going to lead them to third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that field.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job standing in proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Defense able to get off the field here on third down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing down. As long as you keep those defenses checked, how do you do on third down? It's just a start for them in this one.
This will put him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So well done there. These players, they get more specialized in that each and every year.
Out to the 20-yard line.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. To pass, here's Jordan Love. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 41 yards. And how about this first quarter for them throwing the football? This defense has 0 answers for what they seem to do. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Robert Tunyon, the intended target, and it's third down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just had to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. Where do they go from here?
Well, you don't look down at the play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offensive move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play.
That too.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get out to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up
1st and 10 from the 33.
Now it's Burrow. And his throw is incomplete. It was He's looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. That'll bring up second down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else.
Sit the fuck down. That's what I say.
Adrian Amos comes crashing in for the sack.
And that was a user sack too.
With the shutout that they pitched last week, a huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. On the return comes Cobb. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. It'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. Jordan Love in his offense, ready to get the football back. Clean first half, a touchdown, no interception.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and going well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They're going to see more of that before this game finishes. Right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2. A fight for it, and this is caught.
User catch.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. Prime example there of how his height can be an advantage. It makes it tough on some of these smaller defensive backs.
When they try and go through that type of a receiver to get the football, oftentimes that big body, that frame will block them away. And whether the receiver has to elevate or extend, now he has a clear path to the football with the defender usually on his back.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Slant to Adams. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting a little time. Touchdown! That's caught. Robert Tonyan, his 4th touchdown on the year.
6 to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchdown. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's back. And he'll be hit as he releases it. Completion, and now it's 2nd and 10 again from the 25-yard line. Here's Burrow. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Another completion there. That's a 5-yard road now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it up, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play call dials up something that can give him a completion and get it going.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Downfield, forced to get it to his running back, but how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Of 54 yards, one stop, and possession will switch hands 1st and 10. The Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. Jordan Love and the Packers heading back out there. He's been good 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
That's a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they feel really good about it.
Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get this out to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Love. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Connection on that one. 37 yards. First half, this has been offensive. Defensively, what do you do when you get torched like this? These receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So two things come to mind. One, it's oxygen. To put up your lungs a little bit. And number two, catch these guys out front. You need a pass rush. Don't slow them down. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the end zone here for 1st and 10. Tunyon with his 2nd touchdown here this first half.
That's a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where he needed to be for 6 points.
I just throw it where I see it.
And it is now 21-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the result, a Green Bay score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on a spot like this, still more than a minute. I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back in the game.
There is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room if you know they got something on the board and going crazy to fashion?
First time in the off, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And so it's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. It's been a while since I've seen the team struggle this badly in the first half.
All they got to do is get to the locker room, try and win it. Look at how to start the 3rd quarter. Things started pretty fast there. I think the Bengals get a lot of points in the 2nd half.
Now Crosby for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six, they'll get another shot at it now as this goes in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. In the 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometime
Here's their sack.
And down he goes. Kingsley Keke in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position. Because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
After the sack on 1st down, Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
We get ready for 3rd down. Let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive. They mentioned what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for punting here on 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. As his line goes backwards, so he's out of the way. Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change in possession here. pickup of 7,
Oh,
and it is
sorry.
also the final play of the first half. So we've come to
My
halftime
mic
here with
fell.
the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And it's the Saints who have the lead in the second quarter. Jameis Winston with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we say, so long, America. Hello, England. As we head over the Atlantic to check out the action in London. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. Calvin Ridley, well over 100 yards with 2 touchdown catches to boot. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And right now they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. Ronald Jones has a touchdown run. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And if you guys have heard me taking sips, I'm drinking my cold medicine. It's the special lemon honey tea. It's kind of like Theraflu, but it's cheaper.
They'll get the football first as we are back underway.
Walmart's
they will
version.
not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts there. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Burrow will throw. And this is going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. First down, Love to pass. Throw right side, this is into the hands of the tight end Tunyon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Pass, catch, first down for Tunyon. Undrafted at Indiana State, but he really came on in 2020. 52 catches, and even more importantly, 11 touchdowns.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
That was a user catch.
Play there for Green Bay.
Oh,
Sometimes the one-handed catches are
Bengals
unnecessary,
coach is
but he was
pissed.
trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So
What's
that
the matter?
tells
You
you
getting
that
your
not
ass
only
handed to
do
you?
they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
Working out of the gun. Love. To the end zone.
Okay, so that wasn't a good idea.
Incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And that nearly intercepted. Oh, a chance at a big play in his own end zone. But instead, third down coming up. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And Crosby puts it through, and they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. I got to think at this point, third quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, This is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd down, Burrow. There's the rookie from LSU.
He might have caught it, but he didn't get very far after that.
The Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
See, we're still celebrating on the sideline. What does it matter?
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Jordan Love in this offense ready to get the football back. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive.
And another nice catch there for a first down by Davante Adams. That's something we're quite familiar with. Last year, the NFL
touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And his throw here is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Burrow. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They run once more with Dillon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now that he tripped over the
offensive
line.
This offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They'll run here with Dillon, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time, they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Burrow looking to pass. And down he goes,
Nice
but
catch.
he takes it up to the 40.
Oh, Kyle
has
Rudolph.
been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking
He
the
used to
exact
be
same
with
thing
the
themselves, but they're also
Vikings.
looking forward now, because now these plays...
Oh, that was not user pick. I didn't have time
and
to
he's
switch.
able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game.
A little nail in
he
the
connected
coffin.
on his first, this from 41. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Packers, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the win.
And that is it for this one. I will see you all at the next one. I love y'all. Peace.